This story is entirely fictional. The methods or practices mentioned in it are not valid and have no connection with any real life, person, or event. It has been written only for educational and entertainment purposes, to help people learn English, and for those who enjoy reading or listening to stories.
The Granddaughter's Shoulder. In a quiet village of India lived a simple family, an old couple, their only son, his wife, and their little daughter. Life was moving peacefully until one day tragedy struck. The young son, the pillar of the family, lost his life in a sudden accident. The house was drowned in grief. The daughter-in-law was still young, and the whole village came forward with advice. Life is long. You must remarry. How will you raise a child alone? But with tears in her eyes and strength in her voice, she said, "My daughter is my world. My life belongs to her. I will not remarry." Her words echoed like iron in the air. People were shocked, but she remained firm. Years passed. The little girl grew under her mother's love and her grandfather's shadow. The old man adored her. He often said to the villagers, "She is not just my granddaughter. She is my son. She is my pride, my legacy." Before his final days, he made a bold decision. He transferred all his land and savings in the name of his granddaughter. One day, the old man passed away, the house filled with silence and sorrow. But when relatives discovered that everything had been given to the granddaughter, their hearts turned cold. Instead of supporting, they whispered, "If the property is not ours, why should we waste our time and money on his funeral?" They abandoned him as if he was a stranger. The next morning, the village gathered in shock. The young granddaughter stepped out. With steady hands, she picked up a razor, and before everyone's eyes, she shaved her head. The crowd gasped. Some women covered their faces, old men's eyes filled with tears. She looked up and declared, "From today, I am not just a granddaughter. I am his grandson too. I will perform my grandfather's funeral." When the funeral pyre was prepared, no relative came forward. The girl stepped ahead. With the help of a few elders and villagers, she lifted her grandfather's bier on her own shoulder. The entire village followed in silence. As the flames rose high, her eyes were wet, but her soul was firm. She whispered, "Grandfather, you called me your son. Today, I have proven it." But her courage did not stop there. She didn't just light the pyre. She performed all 13 days of the funeral rituals, just like a grandson would. Daily prayers, offerings, and final rites. The priests themselves said, "Such dedication, such courage, even sons rarely show this." On the 13th day, when the final ritual was completed, the whole village gathered. People who once doubted now bowed their heads. Relatives who had abandoned the old man stood in shame. The elders raised their hands and said, "She is not just a granddaughter, she is the true heir. She has shown us that courage and love are greater than tradition." Moral of the story: a daughter is never less than a son. True family is shown in hard times, not in words. Traditions are meant to honor love, not to destroy humanity. Courage and values define a person, not gender. Don't forget to watch my YouTube channel. Don't stop. Learn together. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.